Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Numinous Soul Oracles. I tried to start this video before and I completely forgot what I had actually called my channel, so welcome. Thanks to everybody who watched the last video. I know that was probably a bit, a bit weird to get through, but I'm back with a proper message, I think, this time. Big shout out to my whole 6 subscribers. I'm very excited. Thank you. It kind of blew me away, actually. I just saw it. I was like, oh my god, I got 6 subscribers. So yeah, thank you about that. I do have a message to kind of get out today. It's a powerful healing one, actually. A lot of the ones that came out is a deep-rooted healing within the whole collective. And I'm using the Starseed Oracles. So it's all about light. Not all about light. It can be pretty dark too. But anyway, hope everybody is doing well. It's a lovely day over here. Sun's shining, finally. It's been a bit gloomy and rainy, but I think that's just it's kind of just a feeling of the whole collective maybe feeling gloomy, but the sun will come out tomorrow. So okay, here we go. Okay, so the first card that came out is a new earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. So okay, look how pretty that is. That's really cool. I do like the colors on this deck. It's quite it's soft. That's nice. So I kind of did a bit of channeling to see what would come out for this. All of the cards, actually, kind of tied in together to see how it all meshes. Still go easy on me, guys. I'm still trying to get through this with limited nerves. Okay, so I'm just going to keep going. Basically, with this card, so how do you see your future playing out for you? Like, do you see happiness and joy and peace, like full of love? Are you going to be surrounded by people you love as well? Or are you going to kind of just be resisting the transition into the new earth? Like, are you going to be stuck in the past paradigm that's not really suitable for you anymore? What part do you want to bring with you into this new earth? Like, which part of you wants to go with you and which part wants to be left behind? There's going to be a bit of resistance as well with the whole lot of you. I think you how do you put it? Like the whole lot of you can't come with you. So it's really important to kind of sit with yourself and sit with the aspects that you like about yourself compared to the things that you don't like, and kind of just grieve the old you that isn't really aligning with who you are now or who you want to be. You know, a lot of us get stuck in, I've been doing this all my life, but is it a good thing or is it a bad thing? If it's a good thing, well then, if it's been working, well then take it with you. But if it's had a negative impact, if it's hindering your growth and your elevation as well, well then there's a difference to kind of understand how it has shaped you then and how it's gonna shape you now. Is it going to shape you into a better person? Is it going to shape you into you're just going to be the same kind of thing? Keep holding your vision for what you have planned for yourself too. A lot of the time people, they get a bit fearful to go after what they like because they haven't seen the benefits or the growth of it. But don't give up. It's definitely coming. So hold your faith, hold your vision. It's coming. what you want is definitely coming. There may be things around you as well, friendships, relationships, belief systems, that kind of thing, that is just starting to crumble away. You might have lost something, could like object or something, or you kind of feel like your friendships are just falling apart and there's just like a lot of conflict. It's just let it fall away, because if it was meant to be in your life, then it still would. You know, you can't take where you're going now or next, things that weren't built on a solid, trustworthy, firm foundation, is just going to crumble. Like, you're going to get the lightning and it's going to be so don't resist it. There's going to be people that you want to take. They're going to want to cling on as well. They see you going places. They see you elevating and growing and evolving. But they're not going to want to do the work to come with you. So they're going to try and keep you stuck down there. So it's very important that you pour into yourself more than what you're going to be pouring into other people during this transition time as well. Like, this is a massive energetic clearing that we're going through, removing the things that no longer serve you, people, places, things, objects, habits, that kind of thing. And the card, that the next one that came out actually was the karmic relationships, Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, and conflict. So anything that is karmic in your life, it has to go. Like, you have to close out that cycle properly. And that karmic relationships can be anything. It can be a person, like literally anything. It could be the house that you're living in as well. It could be the town that you're in. It could be the work environment that you're in. It's only you're gonna know the type of karmic setting that is there with you. Polarity, soul growth, and conflict. So karmic relationships aren't always like bad. You there's lessons in them. You grow from them. You acquire a lot more knowledge from them so that you can graduate that level and get higher spiritually as well. There's always a lot of misunderstandings and miscommunications in karmic settings as well, which kind of lead us to react from our own wounding as well, which is a big thing. Which if we're self-aware, we can be like, oh, well, that triggered me a little bit, but why did it trigger me? And then kind of go from there. But the more you talk about it, communicate about it with whatever the situation, the more understanding you're going to get as well. So it's good to open your mind and your heart when you communicate as well. Don't be set on listening from kind of like a black and white situation. It's got to be a very open perception of it. Be open to the information and the communication that you receive, because you never know that something that they're going to say is going to be like, boop. You know? You know, we're all out here trying to do our best. We want to be seen, we want to be heard, we want to be cherished, and we want to be loved. Like, you know, everybody wants to be loved. Everybody deserves to be loved. They deserve to have that just full, explosive, electric kind of love. And definitely our old woundings and belief systems are gonna try and sabotage that as well. The more, that's right, it's really like, okay, so this next card, for example, is like a deep cellular healing. So Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. So I'll get to that in a minute, but what I'm trying to get at is that the more you do the deep emotional healing, you can try and like leave in the past all the past pain and hurts and betrayals and that kind of thing in the past. Because if you try it, if you want to be with somebody new or something, or try a new thing, but because of the experiences you had in the past, you keep thinking about it and you haven't healed from it, it's gonna seep over into this new thing or this new person or this new like situation. You're gonna manifest it. So if the more you think about this project because it's gonna fail, or like I'm never gonna do this, or write a book, or well, this person's just gonna cheat on me anyway, or this person's just gonna break my heart, like that kind of thing, where you're already actively manifesting it, so it'll just happen, you know. So the more you speak positively about it, you know. But there's a difference between knowing when someone's a dick and when someone actually wants to be around you. So, you got to listen to your intuition when it comes to that kind of thing. You will be guided. You will get your body will react around certain people, places, and things that you're not meant to be around. So it's very important to listen to all of that as well. You know, the ego will get in the way significantly, but you've got to you got to differentiate. You've got to I can't even. You got to know which voice is talking to you. Your ego's a bitch. Your ego's a bully. My ego's name is Agnes, and she is just relentless, right? But then you've got your higher self. Your higher self is never gonna be mean to you. It's never gonna talk bad about you. It's never gonna call you names. It's your higher self is gonna elevate you, and it's gonna speak love and kindness into you. Your ego's just there to tear you down. So I'm just like, piss off, Agnes. Like, so if you call your ego something, you're just like, oh, you're walking along, like, shut up, Agnes. You know. She's quietening down a lot. Put her in her place, you know. And once you quieten down the old bully in the background there, you can really start to hear the other thoughts that come through that are a lot more productive and nice and informative and that kind of thing. So, yeah. When in doubt, just shut up, Agnes, and then move on with your life. Yeah, okay, so we're going to go to that one. The deep cellular healing. And maybe that was still on this one. Yeah, so I don't know if I showed this one already. It's a bit sunshiny, I hope you guys can see it. The Arcturus energy. So these guys are like very powerful galactic group of beings that are masters at healing, and they will come through and assist with your healing as well. So call upon them to come down and assist in any way that they can. Be open to receive it as well, because if you're not ready for it, they won't come. Yeah, this deep cellular healing is it's a call to really go deep within, like, of yourself, into the deepest, like, nooks and crannies that are hiding certain repressed things that need to be brought to the surface to be addressed and released You know, it's all well and good. You can say that you're okay and that you've healed it, but when the energy keeps popping up, like it's popping up for a reason, it's obviously not, it hasn't been acknowledged fully, or you haven't really understood the meaning behind it as well. Like, I mean, it's difficult, it's confusing, it's bullshit, basically. Like, it still happens. Like, you heal every day. I'm still actively trying to work through some of this stuff, and even now, to this day, there's still things that have been repressed that are still coming back up to the surface, and you know, you try and work through it so you can move on. It's definitely important not to push it away, no matter how frustrating or how angry you get, and it's there for a purpose as well. But once you find what it is, you're like, finally, yes, like that's it. It'll just click one day as to why and to how and to that kind of thing. So that's quite good. That's definitely a positive out of all of it, I would say. But yeah, the more you hold on and repress the old stuff that's just no longer serving you either, like those old thoughts or beliefs that everyone you meet is just going to do you dirty, or that kind of, it's gonna all that deep-rooted garbage and pain and hate and bitterness and resentment and all that kind of crap, it's going to manifest physically in and outside of your body. It's like the physical and the emotional healing. So once you really dive deep into the emotional aspect of yourself and start healing that, well, then you're going to shed a whole bunch of just grimy stuff that's been manifesting on the outside. You know, if you got a bung knee, you got a sore shoulder, like you constantly get headaches, like you got bowel issues, or you got stomach problems, that kind of stuff. It's all, the more you focus on that pain too, the more you're going to feel it and the more it's going to manifest. So it's a whole, like this whole holistic healing is not, it's the mind, it's the body, and it's the soul, it's the spirit. It's not just, it's not one aspect, you know. And when you get through those emotions, like you will physically see your body change. It is absolutely incredible. Personally, I do not look like the same person that I looked like 2 years ago. And it's just been, I look back on photos and I'm just like, who was that? Like, who was that? That's like, it was like, that was me. But okay, it's absolutely incredible. Like, the more you grow and elevate and forgive and heal and grow, it's like you get a DNA upgrade, you know. It's incredible. It's powerful. That's why it's so important not to, you know, to hold on to the bitterness and that kind of thing. And it's hard. It is hard. Find a way to express yourself with your emotions. I like to write. I love to write. I love writing all the time. I like to write poems. I like to write stories. I like to write just journaling, all that kind of stuff. So find a way where that's good for you. If you want to journal, I like to journal in the morning. I've got a dream journal as well. That helps a lot. If you like music or even like boxing, if you're feeling a bit frustrating, like I'll chuck on my boxing gloves. I just want to. There's definitely a lot of ways, but you need to get it out. Like go into the middle of nowhere and scream. That helps. You have a raging headache afterwards, and then you'll come across people who you didn't know were there, and they're going to be like, but just do you do what you got to do, okay? Like, this is your healing journey, you do it. But things will come up to the surface that'll surprise you, that you didn't think that was an issue, but you know, you work through it as well. Yeah, purging, cleansing. Yeah, the most important thing I would like to think with this whole, the deep healing of yourself, physical and emotional, is just throughout this whole thing, just continue to love yourself. Don't diminish the hard work and the progress that you've already done. Hang on, guys, 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. It wasn't Norman this time. Yeah, what was I? Yeah, love yourself, forgive yourself. We've all made mistakes. We've all done things that we shouldn't have done. We've all said things that we shouldn't have said. We can't change the past. We can only move forward. Yeah, so go easy on yourself. Love yourself. That is the biggest piece of advice, guys, is just love the shit out of yourself, you know? Because that helps. That helps a lot. Forgive yourself, yep. I think I'm going to go on to the next card. We the Hathors. Hathors? I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but I quite enjoyed this one actually. Deep love, mother's milk, and birth as a portal. Oh wow, that glare is pretty low. Okay, no, don't even worry about it. Okay. So with this card in particular, the more I looked at it, the more it was like, obviously we're stepping into this new earth kind of portal, you know, we're having that transition. With this card in particular, it's like it's an Egyptian setting, so there's like, if I pull it back, there's like a portal in here, like a little entrance, and you've got like Egyptian statues. So I like to think that these like your ancestors and your spirit guides, and they're there to welcome you in, like, hello, come look over here, it's all nice and sparkly, that kind of thing. But one thing I noticed is that on these two bottom statues there's like a glowing light in their heart, and then up here it's their head, like on their forehead. So I like that's like a crown and a heart chakra opening, you know, being open to receive the love and the support that is there around you. Mother's milk from Mother Nature. It's I feel like a lot of people don't understand how powerful and magic nature is as well. It's you guys, you got to get out, you got to get out my gosh, you got to get out in nature, you got to listen, you got to stop and listen and just be there. You got to be in the presence and in the magic of it all. It's the more you do it, the more you start to feel so loved by Mother Nature, the divine, everything. Yeah. Anyway, the chakras. So you will know when your heart and your crown chakra are opening and elevating and sending you messages. You just all this tingliness. It's like pins and needles and prickles. It's it's insane. Like if you're being sent like a download or a message or something, or If somebody's talking to you and then it starts prickling, like you listen to that, right? It can happen at any time as well, depending if you're open to receive. And I'll get a bit more into that in a second. Also, the heart chakra, that's an unreal feeling too, is like your heart's just being cracked open. Like, don't stress, you're not having a heart attack. I mean, you could be. I'm not a doctor or anything. Be aware, like, depending on your own health conditions, whatnot. But with your heart chakra, it's like you're being cracked open, like a glow stick kind of, that kind of noise. But the feeling of it is, you know, if you chuck a pebble or something in water and it ripples out, it's like bloop, and then it's so freaky, but it's so warm as well. It's quite an experience. So yeah, be open to open all of your chakras and that kind of thing. This card speaks a lot about also being in that feminine energy, being able to receive the abundance that is trying to come to you. This includes the men as well. Like we all have both masculine and feminine energy. It's not just a man's man or a woman's woman, like that kind of thing. You gotta balance it out. There are times where you're supposed to be in your masculine energy, and there's times when you're meant to be in your feminine energy. Obviously, being in your masculine energy is a lot more dominant. You gotta take control, get things done, that kind of stuff. And then when it's time to be in your feminine energy, be open to receive. So connecting with water, with nature, that kind of thing, self-love, self-care. That's a great way to really tap into your feminine energy as well. And once you do, once you're open to sit back and to receive the blessings and the abundance that want to come to you, yeah, it's seeing the different kind of perspective. It's the setting goals, the forward movement, the action taking, and then there's a time where you sit back and you enjoy the fruits of your labor. You enjoy the harvest that it has produced while you were in your emperor energy, your masculine energy. I know a lot of the time guys struggle to get into their feminine energy as well. Even like to be completely honest, I've struggled a lot of my life to get into my feminine energy. I've always been in my masculine energy. You know, there's it can stem from anything basically, but really like being able to balance that out. And another thing, like especially with the feminines, like the actual women, you know, if you find you are more in your masculine energy, you take a look like at your surroundings as well, because I know that if a feminine doesn't feel safe around a masculine, like an actual dude or a man, or around a certain situation or a group of people, they will assert their masculine energy, you know. In relationships as well, if there's or friendships, if there's an imbalance between it, if the man is more in his feminine energy, well then the woman's going to be more in her masculine energy. But when the man actually steps up into the masculine energy, it allows the female to be in her feminine energy. You know, that's how the dynamic is supposed to be. When a woman feels safe and protected, she can be the woman that she's supposed to be, the creator, the nurturer, the mother, the lover, like that kind of thing. And if the women are too much in their masculine energy, well then they're not giving the men the opportunity to provide that for them. If that makes sense. I don't know where that came from. I didn't even write that down. Yeah, well, basically, just surrender. Surrender to the divine. We're all definitely here for a reason. We've got a part to play. You just got to figure out what kind of part you want to play in this whole kind of thing. You know, do you want to see a better change in the world, or are you happy the way it is? And if you're happy with the world the way it is, like, are you really looking at the world? But you know, I'm not here to change anyone's opinions, that kind of thing. You believe anything you want to do. I just want to help people, basically. Okay, so that kind of concludes that part. But I did pull I do like this. It's my crystal medicine oracle. I do. I've got quite a bit of. And you probably can't. Maybe if I can, like, yeah, it's like a table full of crystals. I got, oh my bad. Sorry guys. Bear with me. Anyway, okay. So I laughed when this one came out because the card is literally sacred healing. Sacred healing. Sacred healing. So I don't want to dive too much into this because I think I might have tried to explain the basis of the healing in here. But the crystal that's recommended is malachite. I don't even think I've got malachite. I've got a lot. A lot of my crystals I don't know what they're called. I only get the ones that, like, I'm called to get. So there's a lot here that I've got, but I don't know. And so the malachite, I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Malachite. I think it's malachite, so. It's literally just heals on all levels, let go of old emotions, and change your old thought patterns. So that's it's a very good crystal to have. And the medicine behind it is the medicine drum. So I don't know if anyone's heard anything about shamans, but you know, like the old Native American Indians and the shamans, they use a lot of animal healing as well. I haven't dived too deep into shamanism. It's interesting, but they get their power and their medicine and stuff from animals. Animals are so powerful, honestly, guys. They're like, look around you for animals. Whatever comes to you. I was sitting here the other day, so I get a lot of birds around. Birds are one of my main things. But it was so random. I think I was doing something about spirit animal totems, and I was reading through, and because I wasn't quite sure what kind of spirit animal I have, and it's like I kind of see the same kind of things, but nothing really out of the ordinary. And then one day, like, I was sitting here and I looked up and there's like a 3-legged dog running through the yard, and I was just like what? Like, what is that? And then I googled the meaning behind 3-legged dog, and it was quite incredible. So it's the little kind of things like that, dragonflies, butterflies, any type of insects as well. There's like, not good and bad, but you know, different type of animals or insects can represent different things depending on your situation. All right, I think I'm gonna finish off there, guys. If you've made it this far, thank you. I appreciate you. If you liked it, let me know in the comments, and maybe I'll get on to doing another one. But this has been quite exciting, actually. I quite enjoyed this one. So yeah, if you like it, let me know. Feel free to subscribe. No, you don't have to, but honestly, thank you to my 6 subscribers. It's, that really put a smile on my face. Thank you for the support as well. Because, yeah, if you guys really do get something from it, well, then I'm getting something from helping you as well. You know, this isn't something I really wanted to actively kind of do. It was like, it was a force. It was just like, no, Nikita, you were gonna, so here I am. So, yeah. If you like it, let me know so I can work on doing some more for you. All right, well, that's it. I hope you guys have a lovely day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.